Stop. Stop. Just stop. And find your power. See, we think power is in motion. We think the more we bark, the more we try, the more we push, the more we pull, the more we stretch, the more we strain, the more powerful. No. Power is found in stillness. It is in the calm where we find our power. In the Bible, it says, "Be still and know me," signed God. Be still and know God. Be still and reconnect to infinite intelligence, infinite wealth, infinite power. Let's talk about the power of stillness. The topic of this video is the power of stillness. How to find stillness in the inner world to have power in the outer world. This is important. My name is James MacNeil. I'm honored to be sharing this conversation with you. I am the author of Pure Spiritual Intelligence. It is a complete metaphysical success philosophy helping you live your best possible life as your best possible self. I'm your humble servant and very excited to talk to you about stillness. And so, the secret to the reason why stillness is so powerful is most people are running around half-cocked, half-focused, half-clear, they're putting in activity instead of being effective. How long does it take to come up with $1 million idea? How long? How long does it take to make a decision that changes everything? How long does it take to turn the tides of life? How long does it take to have a breakthrough? How long does it take to forgive? How long does it take? Every miraculous transformation in a life occurs always and only in a moment. If you ask the great composers, how long did it take for you to compose that masterpiece? They'll say it showed up in a flash. Movies are written in a flash. Sylvester Stallone was hanging around, broke, had to sell his dog. Who sells their dog? He sold his dog. He was broke, watching TV, saw a fight on TV. Rocky appeared, took out a pen and a pencil. Before the sun rose, Rocky was written, and his life was transformed in an instant, in an inspiration. If you want to be powerful, if you want to find the secrets to the life that you know is there for you, but not uncovered yet, stop all the noise. But I'm trying. Stop it. You're pushing on a pull door. Effort does not equate to power without inspiration preceding it. Find the peace, find the power, find the insight, find the transformation, then act it out. Stillness. To connect to infinite intelligence, infinite wisdom, infinite wealth, infinite power, to experience love, joy, and peace, all the power to live a great life, it is found in stillness, not in past tense, not in future tense, not in present discontent, but in present peace. See, if we're always in the past, we're living in reaction. Always living in reaction. The good old days are the bad old days. My life sucks because of what happened when I was a child. Now, here's what I want you to know. All of that was a setup for a get-up. All of that was a setup to turn you into a person who can change the world. So everything from the past is a blessing. What are you going to do with it? So be here. Also, the future. It's not a promise. It doesn't exist. The past doesn't exist. It's gone. The future doesn't exist. It's not here yet. And we spend our time thinking about what we want or what we fear. Or we're in present discontent. Discontentment, whining, bitching, moaning, complaining. And all of these three rob us of our power. Past tense, future tense, present tense. The power is in present peace, stillness. Stillness. I encourage you to ask yourself, how calm can I be? Can you resist the temptation to do something? Can you resist the temptation to think something? Can you resist the temptation to perpetuate the noise and just be still? All greatness comes from stillness. So to be still is to reconnect with infinite intelligence, infinite wealth, infinite wisdom, infinite power. It is in this stillness we reconnect to divine love. And in the Bible, it talks about something called the fruit of the Spirit. The evidence of being connected is an infinite and immediate love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Against these things there are no laws. If you want to find your power, you're going to find it in stillness. So what I encourage you to do is learn something called meditation. To meditate is to become familiar. Now, this is not a message on meditation, but meditation is a place of stillness. So the reason why meditation is so powerful is it brings us to this place called stillness. Now, let me be clear what meditation is. It is to become familiar. Now, you can become familiar with form, physical forms. I can study this bottle. Oh, look at this. Look at the weight. Look at the, all of that. I can study a physical thing. This is becoming familiar, meditating on physical form. I can also meditate on thought form. I can meditate on an idea, a philosophy. I can meditate on visions. I can meditate. I can have a guided meditation where I'm focusing on things. Or I can pure meditate. And pure meditation is to move from the world of form into the world of formless and to become familiar with the formless. And in the words of Dr. Joe Dispenza, become no one, no where, no time, and no thing, to enter into what you might think is the abyss. And there you can hang out with divine love. So not prayer. Prayer is dialogue with divine. Meditation is hanging out with divine, like hanging out with a friend and not talking, hanging out with a friend not to do something, to accomplish something, not to watch a movie or play tennis. No achievement, just be in the presence of another person. This is a beautiful thing. And when we meditate, we come into the presence of divine love. Personal. For those of you who are comfortable with the word God, this is how we hang out with God. And it's taught in the Bible. This is how we hang out with God, to be still. And so I encourage you, rather than rushing forward, running away, always keeping busy, I encourage you to master the art of stillness. And from stillness, you can act. And if you wonder where it can apply, I want you to know that I teach stillness of mind to athletes in high performance situations. So a UFC cage fighter, they fight, they enter into a cage with almost no rules against the trained killer. And the secret to success in that cage is stillness. Because only in stillness can they find what's called Nen consciousness. So stillness can be called Zen, the lack of attachment, the moving away from attachment, to calm the body, calm the breathing, and to move from the world of form, thought form and physical form, to the formless. And this, my friends, is the stillness or the Zen. Zen means without attachment, enlightenment. And then move towards Nen consciousness. Nen consciousness is one mind. To be fully focused, all energies on the moment, mastery of the moment, master of what you're doing, focusing on what you're doing, rather than have 100 things going on. You know, I made a mistake not too long ago. I've been working out and I did some weight loss. That's good. Wanted to do some muscle build. Started working on things like squats and so on. First time I did a squat with no weight, I fainted, blacked out on the gym floor. 1 squat or 2 squats, no weights, face planted. Very embarrassing. Now I can squat with some weight, right? I still use a controlled rack so I'm safe. But here's what happened not too long ago. I was in the gym and I was thinking about my business. Have you ever done that? You're thinking about one thing while you're trying to do another. And what did I do? I hurt my knee fairly bad and I had to get out of the gym for a while. Why? Because I wasn't present. Whenever we're not present, whenever we're distracted, we're not in Nen consciousness or single-mindedness. So stillness gives you ability to be present, to be where you are. When you're home, be home. Don't be thinking about the office. When you're at the office, don't be thinking you should be home. When you're out with your friends, don't think you should be somewhere else. Be where you are. Be in where you're. Have your presence be in your present state. Be where you are. And those other things will be there when you leave here. But right now, be where you are. I encourage you with all of my heart, master stillness. Be at peace without attachment, without activity. Find stillness. And when you find that, you can bring it into your activity with Nen consciousness, single-mindedness. You're not all over the place. You're focused. Focus is the birthplace of mastery. If you want to be great at anything, be focused. To be focused, master stillness. From stillness, become focused. Strong encouragement, become comfortable with stillness. And from there, you'll find your inspiration, your encouragement. In fact, your healing. In the Bible, it says at one point, be no longer conformed to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. And when you're in that beautiful meditative state, hanging out with divine love, you're being, quote unquote, healed of all unrighteousness, all less than loving, all fear and frustration. All of that falls away and you become free to focus. And now you have become a very powerful person. I encourage you to find your power in stillness. It will affect everything. All relationships, your business, your finance, and your health. Be present. And the pathway is stillness. My name is James MacNeil. It's been an honor sharing this with you. I look forward to seeing your comments. Please like, love, comment, and share. I prefer comments above all. But subscribe and do all those kinds of things. But tell me what you think. Tell me what you want more of. Tell me what you want less of. Because I love to answer your questions. And this has been your questions being answered on stillness. It is the place where you find power, love, joy, peace.